about to have the hardest boner right now.
The 2026 Oscar nominations are here. Playdate is finally upon us. And Abbott and Costello move over. Keenan and Kel have arrived.
Oh, it's time for class.
Class is in session!
Roll call!
Bueller?
I'm gonna be late for class.
Bueller?
Am I hallucinating here? Just what in the hell do you think you're doing?
I'm late for class.
You are mine now. You belong to me.
Did you study for the test?
No more complaining. No more Mr. Kimblett to go to the bathroom. Nothing. There is no bathroom.
Hello, classmates, and welcome to another episode of Middle Class Film Class. I'm your host for today, Pete.
And I'm Joseph.
And today we have a bang-up show for you. Welcome to everyone on YouTube Live and otherwise. And, of course, all the OG audio-only listeners in podcast land. Welcome, Joseph. What's up, buddy?
What's up? I just noticed that you're wearing the Herzog.
Yes, I got this shirt from Joseph for Christmas.
The Danzig Herzog shirt.
That's right. We love a Werner Herzog reference on the show.
We love a collab.
Yeah.
We love that Glenn and Werner are best friends.
You know what? I wouldn't put it past him, honestly.
Yeah.
Boys are kind of fucked up right now.
I wonder what kind of like hangout that would look like between Glenn and Danzig.
It's like...
Or between Glenn and Werner.
Yeah, we just throw Gary Busey in the mix, too, just for a good measure.
Yeah. Glenn and Danzig, I imagine, are two different personalities.
Glenn and Danzig?
Yeah.
Danzig wants to murder people, and Glenn is getting cat litter for his feral cats.
Werner hanging out with Danzig is like... Yeah, Werner and Herzog are also two different people.
Yeah.
So it's literally four people hanging out at the same time.
Yeah.
That'd be wild. The conversations I can imagine.
Yeah. Just the intensity of their stupidity is mind-boggling.
He is shaped like a barrel, and I love it.
Yeah. So, we've got a fun show today. We got
Werner! He's got that song.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that one. Had a fun show. We got some interesting topics to talk about, so let's get right into it.
Find some charity, ye lad. Now's the time for gab and chatter.
Gab and Chatter, movie news of the week. Joseph, why don't you lead us off?
Well, yes, the Oscar nominations did come out, but first I have some personal sort of news to discuss. Mother Wound was premiered last year, a movie that I was involved with, that I shot. And that was filmed in November of 2024, and it just had its premiere in the fall of 2025. And in the midst of that, I was like working on some other projects. Like I met some other people who like wanted my help with their projects, and I kind of got the bug a little bit and like the just like the need to like be on a set again. And I had like a bunch of ideas written in my notes app, just like one sentence things, like the nuggets of ideas, like a certain point or like a very loose premise of an idea that like, oh, that'd be interesting to see on a screen or like
I saw the
in
notes
a story.
It's like bag of pistachios. None of them can be opened.
Yeah. And so like
question mark.
And I hadn't made a short, like directed a short in a long time, like since 2013 or something. I've been
a long time.
Yeah, I've been involved with a bunch of projects, but
you like camera operator, DP,
but like never my own thing.
honcho.
So, and I like wanted to like being on the set. I'm like, this is fun to be here. It's challenging, but it's like ultimately I'm like I just like doing it.
Yeah, it's great.
And so like I picked one of those ideas and I flushed it out, wrote a script, and then got Camille, my producer, involved, who also directed Mother Wound, along with Hannah Holloway, and she was very much pushing me to make this thing.
Just go do it.
Yeah. I was like, okay, well, you're coming with me, and so wrote this thing, and then really started snowballing in the second half of the year, like really wanting to get it done and made, and rounded up all the people that I like met along the way last year, asked them to help me, casted it, also starring Hannah, who was this writer and star and director of Mother Wound as well. And just because she was the closest actress I know, and I have two leads in my short. One
fits the bill.
One's a man, one's a woman. And then she recommended somebody else that she worked with for the man, and it's a rom-com, and it's like a first date scenario, and filmed that last November 2025. And
oh, wait, weird. 1 year ago.
Yeah.
Or 1 year later.
Yeah. And now like editing all through December and part of January, and now it's premiering locally in Sacramento anyway.
Huzzah.
This week when this episode is released on Thursday, the 29th. So if you're a listener in Sacramento, go to Modest Film Society and you can get some tickets.
What's the name of the project? Or the movie short?
This is called Playdate.
Playdate.
Yeah.
I've read the script. It's funny. I haven't seen I didn't help out on set. It was a packed set.
Yeah.
And Joseph's like, hey, you want to see the almost finished cut? I'm like, nope, I want to see the finished cut. I'm going to watch it at the premiere too for the first time.
Yeah. So I'm excited, anxious, and for it to be seen, just because I've seen it so many times and it's different forms. And I'm like, is this funny? Is it good? Is it whatever? And I've gotten reassurance that
it's funny.
It is, but as like the maker of the thing, it's always that the harshest criticism comes from yourself.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm only going to see the things that I should have done better or should have done differently, or just
I'm sure it's going to be great.
Because I directed it and I shot it. So I was like kind of half in both camps. And there are moments looking back when I was editing, I was like, this was a moment where I was not focused on shooting, or this was a moment where I was not focused on directing as much as I should have been. But it was ultimately like, I'm happy with how it came out. And the story was pretty light lifting for like, I guess my comeback of directing.
Hey Joseph, believe in yourself.
But I'm happy with how it turned out and how it looks and everything. And I worked with a composer for the first time.
Yeah, that's cool. That's all right.
Which was
exciting.
Which was wild. Like the conversations were very interesting because like the language is like slightly different. Like describing like, this is what I want. This is the vibe. The word vibe was thrown around a lot. This kind of vibe. This song.
Inspo.
This is the vibe of that. You know what I mean? And, so
very technical jargon.
Yeah.
Well, cool. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be spinning it around. So if it gets accepted you'll see me at Con, at TIFF, at Tribeca, at Sundance. Yeah.
wherever we can get.
or the any like trash film fests, whatever.
Hell yeah.
Wherever it gets.
Yeah.
Just want the laurel wreaths.
Yeah, more laurels.
Yeah, don't have to read the words on them. Just the wreaths themselves are fine. So yeah,
Well, congrats, buddy. Mazel tov.
thank you. But actual news, big movie news. The Oscars are upon us. The nominations were released this last week, and it's in my opinion, it's an incredibly stacked year.
There's some categories that I have no idea.
Yeah, and history making nominations with Sinners with the most nominations
That's wild.
ever
Yeah, ever.
since All About Eve.
There's a few here. I'll look it up while you go do the list because they had 16 nominations for Sinners. It was before there were 3 movies tied for 14 nominations.
Okay. Starting with the big one, the Best Picture, we have Begonia, Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, The Secret Agent, Sinners, and Train Dreams, and then F1 is in there.
Hey, Kostansky, he was nominated for Maverick for Best Picture too.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, Top Gun Maverick. And the next movie he's doing is what was
F2.
it? No, I can't remember what it was now.
As an action director.
It's Miami Vice.
Oh.
Because they said he did the air, he tackled the air, and then he tackled the
road?
and now he's the water.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of speedboats in Miami Vice.
Yeah, I think the F1 just seems like the oddball in the rest of that group. I haven't seen it, but
I loved Maverick. I thought it was fucking great.
I know there's some movies that some people say should have been in there in F1's place. Best Director, we have Chloe Zhao for Hamnet, Josh Safdie, Marty Supreme, PTA, One Battle, Joachim Trier for Sentimental Value, and Ryan Coogler for Sinners. Actor, Chalamet for Marty Supreme, Leo, One Battle After Another, Ethan Hawke for Blue Moon, Michael B. Jordan.
I didn't even hear about that one, Blue Moon.
I think it's a Linklater project.
Oh, not surprised.
Michael B. Jordan, Sinners, and then Wagner Mora for Secret Agent.
I really want to see Secret Agent, Hamnet, and Sentimental Value. Those are on my 3 on my missed list.
Yeah, for sure.
I gotta watch those before the Oscars.
Yeah. This is the only like Hamnet, F1, and Secret Agent on that. A lot of complaints that no other choice should have been in place of F1.
Yeah.
Park Chan-wook's latest, which I hear is also kind of like an insane comedy type of movie.
Yeah.
We have Best Actress, Jessie Buckley from Hamlet, Rose Byrne from If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You, Kate Hudson in Song Song Blue.
Sing Song Blue.
Song Song Blue. Renate Ronsve in Sentimental Value, and Emma Stone in Begonia. Those are the big ones. And then the new category for Best Casting. It's the first year that they're doing casting since it was announced, 2 years ago?
Interesting. I have mixed feelings about that.
Hamnet for Best Casting, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, Secret Agent, and Sinners. I'm wondering what the qualifiers are for that.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, do you get Best Casting just because you have a big budget for a cast? Because you're getting all the all-stars?
Yeah.
I think Marty Supreme should win because the background characters of that movie made the world feel so real.
Yeah, it's true. And like a lot of first-time actors as those people.
That's what I'm saying.
Like the man with the golden voice and his friend who like is making the balls, who was like just sort of like semi-internet personalities.
The guy who's making the balls is the dad. He's like his backer. He's a billionaire in real life. And then Kevin O'Leary too.
Oh yeah, Kevin O'Leary.
What a weird casting choice that fucking worked.
Yeah.
There's so many of the weird casting choices in that work.
Yeah, and then like the people who look like they were just plucked right out of the 50s.
Yeah, the ping pong player, the actual ping pong player.
Yeah, Endo.
Yeah.
The actual ping pong.
Being able to
the deaf Japanese ping pong player from Japan who's actually deaf.
so good.
And then Sinners, like it's an ensemble movie for the most part. There's a lot of
That's a good cast too, though.
There's a lot of players and a lot of faces that you've seen before, and also you haven't seen, like Miles Catton, who plays Sammy.
Yeah. The big Bubba, the big guy who's like the bouncer.
Oh,
He's great. He's been in stuff before. I can't remember his name. And then
Delroy Lindo.
Delroy Lindo, Jack O'Connell.
Yeah.
Really good.
Those like actual folk singers, like the clan members that he takes over in the beginning.
Who's the woman? She's like the shaman too. She was very good.
Oh,
She's sweet, very sweet.
Smokes.
Yeah,
like
Smokes.
wife or girlfriend or something, former lover.
Yeah, she was great.
Wunmi Masako is her name, I think.
Nice bull.
But yeah, that's a pretty stacked cast. Like a lot of like great casting in that movie. Yeah. I don't know. Like I haven't seen Hamnet or Secret Agent, so it's hard for me to say.
Yeah.
What exactly like counts as like good casting? Like how are they judging that? Is it how the cast interacts with one another in like on screen, or is it like I don't know. It's so interesting.
I'm gonna ask. We had I think it was Dallas sent us that Oscar game last year, right?
I don't remember.
I'm
It's like a
pretty
ballot.
Sure it was out. Remember, it was the full page. It was like a poster size board. Remember, we put the little, tokens on it.
Yeah.
And then we took a picture to see. We basically bet on it.
Yeah.
I bought the little tokens specifically for it. I'm 99% sure that was Dallas.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask him this year if he's. I'm sure he's listening right now. If you're doing it again, Dallas, or if I'm completely wrong and it's someone else, please correct me.
Yeah. And then I'm just gonna mention cinematography. Frankenstein, Marty Supreme, One Battle, Sinners, and Train Dreams.
Yeah, that's a tough.
Honestly, like tough. really tough.
That's good.
That's a incredibly stacked.
I think
category.
I think Sinners is gonna take that.
I don't know. I mean, you have like the first woman of color nominated with
Sinners?
Autumn. What's her? I can't remember her full name, but she's Filipino. And she's like the first woman to film like on IMAX,
cool.
I believe. So
what a cool accomplishment.
Yeah, and then
I mean, just the natural light shots in that.
Yeah,
high contrast.
I mean that one sort of one take, like the surreal montage is what they're calling it. Yeah. That time, like generational music.
Felt like
sequence.
Very similar to the production constraints of what we saw in Testament of Ann Lee too.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Nothing for that movie.
Yeah,
which is
interesting.
Not even like production design or wardrobe. I expect at least something like that.
Hair and costume or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm like rooting for Train Dreams and cinematography.
Best chair.
But also, I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea. Like, I'd be happy with really any of these winning.
Yeah.
Because
Marty Supreme, great. That looks a fantastic looking movie too.
Yeah, and
what's the other one?
Frankenstein.
Oh yeah, that's more production design, I think, than cinematography.
Yeah, I think so as well. Visual effects and all that stuff. I know Darius Kanji, who did Marty Supreme, also did Eddington from last year. Yeah, which is another great like movie. No love for Eddington. Nothing on there.
0.
Should have done casting at least. That'd have been great.
Yeah,
that was interesting. Joaquin, Pedro, Emma Stone, Austin Butler,
and Clifton Collins Jr. as the bum.
Yeah. But yeah, so
cool. Yeah, obviously it'll be exciting Oscars.
I don't even know when they air. Probably March.
I don't know.
I think. Any snubs?
I think No Other Choice. That's the one that most people.
Yeah, not even for international.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I don't know if you have to choose like which international feature you're submitting. Maybe they didn't even submit that one.
Possibly.
I mean, each country, I think they get one submission.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, that's all I got.
Cool. Awesome. Okay, so you've heard of Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein?
I've heard of it, yeah.
You've heard of it, okay. So Abbott and Costello, famous comedy duo, two pals in real life, two pals on the screen. And a lot of their like popular movies that they got themselves into were like Abbott and Costello meet the werewolf, or the Wolfman. Abbott and Costello meet Dracula. And it was like an interesting way to use the Universal property characters and put them into this kind of mashup that's like appeals to multiple audiences. And it's like the people who are watching these serious horror movies, I guess the studios figured they would probably also like comedy. I don't know. Mm-hmm. It's funny, the older I get, the more I realize that there is a lot of crossover between horror and comedy. because I couldn't tell you how many times I've been watching an absolutely gruesome movie and laughing my ass off at like how over the top gory it is or whatever. And then you have people like Jordan Peele who end up going into the horror realm and made these phenomenally tense movies with interesting like
Or Zach Cregger.
tension breaks, and Zach Cregger more recently. So I think that there's something there, and those movies, the Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein, were supposed to be kind of funny, but almost a little bit like a Scooby Doo, where it's like scary but also funny.
Yeah.
Like there's a tension break there, and I've never seen them. I don't know, but I got a really interesting news story. This is from it's all over the place, so let's just pick this first one from TVLine.com. Keenan and Kel's new movie, The Hunting Wives, adds WNBA star and more. No. Okay, so the comedy duo Keenan and Kel will reunite for Keenan and Kel Meet Frankenstein.
Oh.
A horror comedy film starting production this summer, according to The Hollywood Reporter. Kenan Thompson and Kel Mitchell will star as delivery drivers whose routine drop-off takes a terrifying turn when they arrive at a creepy, out-of-place castle and accidentally awaken Frankenstein's monster, turning an ordinary night into a fight for survival. So,
Okay. Kenan and Kel, this modern day Abbott and Costello.
yeah, and it's funny because I saw that headline and I'm like, oh, that sounds fucking great. I love that idea. That's like not taking itself too seriously. It's Kenan and Kel.
Yeah.
It's a duo that certain people of a certain generation would know and love. And I saw somebody retweet the story, and he in 2019 or something like that. He basically said, Hollywood is ruining a golden opportunity. We need all the comedy duos to do a Meet Frankenstein movie. Key and Peele meets Frankenstein. Kenan and Kel meet Frankenstein. Back in the day, Farley and Spade meet Frankenstein. And the dude called it, which I thought was a great Nostradamus moment.
Yeah.
But here's a quote from Kenan Thompson. Kel and I have always loved finding new ways to work together, and this project felt like the perfect mix of nostalgia, comedy, and something completely unexpected. We're excited to bring a fresh take on a classic monster story and have some fun doing it. So, yeah, they started out on All That Together, which is a Nickelodeon like variety show. Then they had a sitcom, Kenan and Kel, also on Nickelodeon, along with the 1997 movie Good Burger. Kenan Thompson went on to join the cast of Saturday Night Live in 2003 and is still a cast member.
He's been there for 22, 23 years.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I think he's the longest ever. And
By like
a lot.
Probably
like 10 years.
that's insane that he's like stayed for so long.
Yeah.
Most people I feel like a lot of them kind of get quit or get fired after like 5 or 6 years.
I think they move on to other things. Either they don't like the pace of it. But I mean, he started out on sketch comedy as a kid.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like, I figure the pace is probably similar to what they had and all that.
Yeah.
Except for he's got more authority as an adult. Dan Schneider's not around.
Yeah.
Creep everybody out.
Yeah.
But I just thought that was a really fun project that came kind of out of nowhere. Like I said, it was a blend of nostalgia, comedy, horror, and an unexpected twist.
I feel like Wayne and Garth could have had something like that. Like back in like
Blowing my mind right now.
Wayne's World.
You're blowing my mind.
After Wayne's World 2, I feel like they could have. Because they were SNL. Is it SNL movie?
It was a sketch and turned into a movie.
Yeah, I feel like they could have easily done an episodic sort of
It'd be so
movie like
great.
that, anthology type stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a cutaway, like one of their cutaways.
Yeah, Wayne and Garth go to Egypt.
They meet the mummy.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I will definitely be watching that. That sounds exciting.
I assume it's like very early on
Yeah,
in
no
there.
distribution, no nothing, no release date, but they're going to be working on it this summer. So I imagine next year it'll come out.
Oh, okay.
Probably early 2027.
Yeah.
Yeah. Comedy movies, they go kind of quick.
Yeah.
So, all right, that's all I got.
Sweet. What are we doing? What's going on?
Streaming picks?
Yeah.
Movies.
Wanna watch a movie?
Yes, I do. Disney Plus. Oh, HBO Max.
If I don't get the pick, show's over.
I have grown accustomed to Hulu Plus.
Amazon Prime.
I like Netflix.
Streaming picks. Movies that we watched this week on our streaming services that you can watch on yours too. Joseph, what do you got?
I've got a few actually.
Cool.
This week, you're right about Dead by Daylight being taken up a lot of your time.
It really does. I got Joseph into the game. Now every night we're playing.
Yeah. And I can't wait to get home and play some more. But I did actually watch quite a few movies this week. All not terrible.
Oh, good.
The first one I watched is kind of a stoner comedy from 2011, directed by Ruben Fleischer, who directed Zombieland. Also, this is also starring Jesse Eisenberg and Danny McBride, Aziz Ansari, and Nick Swartzen. 30 minutes or less.
Oh yeah. I can't believe they made this movie about a real situation that a guy died.
This is based on a true story.
Yeah.
Oh, I had no idea.
This is real.
He doesn't die in this. Spoilers. Where Jesse Eisenberg plays kind of like a wash-up pizza delivery guy who's a roommate with Aziz Ansari, who's like a doctor or something, or going to school to be a doctor. And Danny McBride is the son of, I think he's Fred Ward.
Okay, Burt Ward.
He's like the, what's his name?
Is he the guy from Tremors?
Yes. Yeah, Fred Ward.
Yeah, that's Fred Ward.
The Major is his character's name. Kind
Burt
of
Ward was the original Robin from the Batman series. Okay.
And Nick Swartzen is his friend. And Fred Ward, the Major, is like this ex-military rich guy, and Danny McBride is kind of his fuck-up loser son.
Okay.
Who is essentially the villain in this, and Nick Swartzen is his friend. Jesse Eisenberg delivers a pizza to them, and they have a plan to strap a bomb to his chest so that they force him to rob a bank to get them money so that they can pay a hitman to kill Danny McBride's dad. Was that part true? Was that?
I don't think so.
Okay. Was that part of the real story?
It's inspired heavily by a 2003 pizza bomber case of Brian Wells, which basically he was forced to wear a bomb locked to his neck, rob a bank, and follow a scavenger hunt to remove it. The bomb detonated, killing him before the bomb squad arrived.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I had never even heard of that.
Yeah.
And it's basically the tale of him roping in his roommate friend Aziz Ansari to help him rob a bank, and the shenanigans that they get up to. Honestly, not like a terrible movie, but it's like
Stoner comedy.
very much a stoner comedy,
Okay.
and
I never watched it.
It's somewhat entertaining. I don't think you would be wasting your time watching it, but you could probably spend your time more productively for sure. Michael Pena is also in this as like a gangster, like a head of a gang who gets involved. And then Brett Gelman is his boss, the pizza guy who owns the pizza shop.
Okay.
And yeah, those are the big names. Yeah, certainly a fine movie. But what was interesting about this is that Ludwig Göransson, the composer for Oppenheimer and Sinners, did the music for this movie.
Oh.
And I saw his name and I was like,
cool.
I mean, I know this was 2011, so this was years ago, but I just thought that was funny considering now the acclaim that he has.
Yeah, sure.
And he's nominated for that.
That's pretty funny.
It's pretty crazy. That's streaming on Netflix. Easy viewing. It's an hour and a half movie. Put it on while you're doing something else. Movie like that. This next movie is streaming on Tubi. This is from 1986. An Australian Mad Max-esque type movie that came out years after the first Mad Max movie called Dead End Drive-In.
I've heard of it. Never seen it.
And it essentially the drive-in theater of this world, of this Australia. Jack, let me know if this is true or not. I know.
Jack, weigh in.
I know at one point all of Australia was like a prison. In this movie, they've condensed it down to drive-ins are prisons.
Drive-ins are prisons?
Yeah, drive-in theaters.
That was the 80s.
Yeah, this is
That was the 80s there.
Yeah.
Okay. They've reformed.
Yeah, and this it's like a prison for like, it's not necessarily a prison as it is more like a concentration camp for like troubled youths and refugees.
Okay.
And I was confused on how it worked because essentially this guy takes this girl and borrows his brother's like Chevy, like old Chevy, to take her on a date to this drive-in theater to watch a movie. Okay. And they drive in, and I wasn't sure if he knew what that place was or not. I think he drove in, and then as soon as he drives past the gates, they like close and they have like barbed wire and stuff.
Okay.
And it says like no public access, no any of this. But the guy just like lets him in.
I was gonna say, how'd they get in?
Yeah, they just like he lets him in. He's like 2 for whatever movie, and they like
It's
go.
like a code.
Yeah, they like go in and they watch a movie.
Oh, they do.
Yeah, and then they also bang.
Oh.
They recreate like the interior of a Chevy, but like make it bigger.
Oh.
So that like, and they film that set piece separately. So it's like there's so much room in this car when in reality it's like a convertible.
Okay.
And it's like there's no way there was that much room in that car.
That's funny. Okay. I like that.
And they essentially get trapped in this drive-in, and I like when they're trying to get out, somewhere during the night, the like one of the tires or the wheels was taken from the car. And so he's like going to the front. He's like, somebody took the wheel from my car. Can I like call a cab or a bus or something? Like, no, you can't leave. And he's like, what do you mean you can't leave? And then he like gives him like this notepad of currency, essentially. Like, yeah, you can go to the diner and get burgers. Like they only have like burgers and milkshakes as like their food there.
At the prison?
Yeah, at this place.
Okay. Drive-in prison colony.
Yeah. And the character, this guy, he's like a health guy. He's like a very fit, small health nut.
Okay.
He's always like running. He's always like running around, and there's this moment in the beginning where his brother, who's like much bigger and bulkier than him, is they're at dinner, and the mom is like, why are you eating so much? And he's like, I'm building. And then she's like, you'll never be as big as him. He's like, I'm working on it. I'm building.
I'm building?
Yeah, that's what he says. I know he goes, I'm building up.
That's funny.
I'm building up.
Dead End Drive-In is what it's called?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a schlocky 80s movie. It was pretty fun, I thought.
Sounds fun. Yeah.
It's a good like set production design because they're in a drive-in and there's like a sea of like these cars parked as if you were going to a drive-in. And like the setup for that was like looked really good. Like the diner that they have built up, and then it turns racist.
Oh.
Because these refugees come in from like Vietnam, and then there's like a white they call it like a white meeting, like a white issues meeting.
Okay.
And then he finds out that his date is also racist.
Oh.
And then she's like, we got to do something about them. And then he's like, what are you talking about?
All of a sudden she's in the white club.
Yeah.
The white gang.
He's like, they're just like us. Like they're like we're not better than them. We're all prisoners here.
Yeah. I gotta watch
But
back.
in Australian accent.
Yeah.
But it was fun. It was like less than an hour and a half on Tubi, so it was an hour and a half.
Okay.
Totally like schlocky 80s movie.
How'd you find that one?
I was just scrolling on Tubi.
That's fun.
And the name kind of caught me. And
It's
also,
like cable. You're scrolling through cable.
yeah,
I'll watch this.
The poster I thought was kind of cool too.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, it looks fun.
Dead End Drive-In. Fun. On Tubi. A more recent movie I watched, Presence.
Ooh, I like that one.
Steven Soderbergh movie. It's like a different version of a ghost story. Less
emotional.
Less dramatic,
less melancholic.
And I had heard a lot of mixed things about it, just because the nature of how the movie is told. It's because you're from the POV of a ghost that's kind of floating through this old house where this family moves in. And so it's starring Lucy Liu as the mom and the guy from like the first episode of Stranger Things as the dad. The guy who like runs the restaurant.
Oh,
that gives her 11 the waffles.
Yeah. I forgot about him.
And then there's 2 kids. There's a older brother and a younger sister, and they're both like in high school.
Yeah, she's like 16, 17. He's 18, 19.
Yeah.
Something like that.
And there's a clear bias from the mother and which child she prefers, and that's the older son because he's got stuff going for him.
He's like a
sports kid,
star or something like
that.
Yeah.
And she is on like dealing with some recent deaths of friends that she had or that she witnessed or something.
Something like that, yeah.
And we're led to believe that they were drug overdoses. And you're witnessing this family drama through the perspective of this ghost. It's all like, it's kind of like Gimbal the movie or like Warp Stabilizer the movie,
I
because
was gonna say that's the movement.
yeah, there's a lot of movement. There's no like it's either hidden very well or it was just all natural light because the lighting you get is like is what you see essentially, and because it's
Probably all coming from the outside.
it's all like this very wide field of view, roaming through this house, just up and down constantly.
Yeah, you're like POV of a ghost, like zooming through the house, following the characters, and
Yeah.
ghost will come downstairs and like listen to a conversation, then go upstairs, and then the character catches up with them, and he's like hiding in the closet. The ghost.
Yeah.
I thought it was phenomenal.
Yeah, and I was this marketed as like a horror movie when it was coming out?
Yeah, like a suspense horror, like a ghost story, proper ghost story.
Yeah, I can see why people might have been disappointed by that, because they might have been steered the wrong way in terms of expectations. But I liked it. I thought it was a really interesting idea because it's the nature of like the girl's story, who I think is for the most part the protagonist, the young girl.
Yeah.
She's dealing with some trauma, and she's like kind of fucked up in this moment, and she's not getting a lot of, it doesn't seem like she's getting the help that she needs, because like the mom is like kind of brushing a lot of it off, while focusing on the son, and then the son is also kind of like being mean to her, and then there's an element of like a medium coming in, because this daughter believes and is like expressing her beliefs that like there's a presence here, there's something happening. Everybody thinks that she's crazy, except the dad, who's a little bit more forgiving and like trying to be more understanding of his kids' problems.
Yeah, her plight.
Yeah, and then it takes a really dark turn at some point, and I was like kind of conflicted on how I felt about that specific story beat, because the son has a friend who kind of comes around and appears more later as the movie goes on, and I don't want to give anything away, because it was kind of like a surprise.
Yeah. I think the third act is probably what makes it, for me, drives it home. Like it's a really well produced, and like the single line concept of how it's gonna, you're like, how are they gonna make that look? It looks great.
Yeah.
Soderbergh is just a G for that.
Yeah.
But that third act, I think, is what nails it.
Yeah, and I won't say too much, but
Yeah.
I was like, I would have been happy if they didn't go exactly that route, that dark of a route. Like, there's like a couple layers to it. There's like that first layer is like, oh, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
And then they added on that other layer, like, oh, that's also really fucked up.
Yeah.
So like, I liked it overall, and I thought it was like pretty effective in a pretty like kind of subtle, like a quiet presentation of this type of story. And it was effective, I thought, and it was good. It's streaming on
Peacock?
Hulu. I think I watched it on Canopy.
I remember really liking it when I first watched it, and then it kept growing on me for like the next couple weeks. I was like, man, what a movie. It was really good.
Yeah, I like movies like that too, where kind of like you like it and then it sits with you for a little bit and you're like, hey, that was really good.
And then you think the production behind it. That's the entire time, like when you're watching it, I try not to think too much about the production and just immerse myself in the story. But for a movie like that, it's really hard to ignore, because you're like, I don't see shadows of equipment or anything. When they have those free roaming shots, you're just like, the lighting is what it is.
Yeah.
And it's just one, you assume it's one guy with a camera rig like walking through the house, but it looks so fluid.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's good.
Yeah. And it was good performances overall, from the kids as well.
Yeah.
I also did not like the son. He was an asshole.
He's a prick.
Yeah. And
Cool, I'm glad you liked that.
the last thing that I'll talk about streaming on Max is I watched a Minecraft movie.
Oh.
And I forgot that it was a Jared Hess production, because I was like, there's so many people in here that like I've been in other Jared Hess films, or like are adjacent to his filmmaking.
Yeah.
Like Nacho Libre. And then also I would consider like him and like Taika kind of in the same comedy camp.
Yeah.
Because
Rachel House.
Jermaine Clement is a small character. This plays the storage unit supervisor or whatever. And then the voice, the villain in the movie is voiced by
Rachel House.
Yeah. Who was in a bunch of Taika movies.
Yeah,
almost all of them.
pretty much. Yeah. She's a social worker from Hunt for the Wilder People.
Yeah. But this is Jason Momoa, Jack Black, Rachel House, and then the kids, Emma Myers and Sebastian Eugene Hansen, who has a very interesting look and way of speaking.
Yeah. It's got like a lisp or some speech impediment.
Yeah.
Or something.
And like, I didn't think it was that bad, actually. I thought it was like perfectly fine and funny. It was certainly like for the kids.
Yeah,
for sure.
The whole part where he's like flying and they have to like go cheek to face to cheek or whatever. I was like, that's for kids.
Yeah.
That's for the kids.
It certainly was not as bad as like I might expect it to be, but it was serviceable. Like it was totally fine. And it's crazy to see Jared Hess at this sort of level now, considering Napoleon Dynamite.
And the money that movie made was bonkers too.
Yeah. And there's another one coming out.
Of course.
Yeah. Another Minecraft movie. Is that what's going to be called?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Because this one is a Minecraft movie.
Okay. Yeah. And then I watched John Wick Chapter 3, Parabellum.
Oh.
Much better than John Wick 2, in my opinion.
Oh, really?
It felt like there was like literally nonstop action. Like it's like from the beginning.
That's number 4. If you like that, watch number 4. Holy fuck.
A lot of like just like punching with guns and shooting. Yeah. And I like that the Iron Chef guy was kind of like the main physical protagonist or antagonist.
Oh, DeCasco or something like that?
Yeah. Mark DeCascos or something.
Yeah. He's in the Brotherhood of the Wolf.
Yeah, he was.
That's great. I like him.
A lot of like knife fighting. I think the guy who did the knife training for Dune was also involved in this, and was also one of the guys he fights in the movie when they're all throwing knives at each other. Like they're breaking a bunch of like display cases of knives and just throwing them at each other. It's like a lot of knives to the bodies and to the head, and then a lot of like chiseling into the skulls.
Yeah,
like that.
You should watch The Hunted. It's a it's a William Friedkin movie.
Yeah, that's Benicio del Toro, right?
Benicio and
Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah, that's right. It's another knife centric movie.
But yeah, it was fun. So like action movie, like it was an action movie and it was fun.
Cool. Number 4 is, in my opinion, like tied with the first one.
Oh, okay,
that's the best.
Cool, and that's also streaming on Max. Yes.
Cool. Awesome.
Yep.
Okay, so I watched 3 movies this week. One is You Have to Rent, and we had some friends over, and they're movie friends, and they see everything, kind of like we do. So they're like, "Man, hey, have you seen this one?" "Nah, I haven't seen that one." It's Ann and Steven. And he's trying to broaden his horizons. So he's like, I can't remember if he said he subscribed to the Criterion channel or something like that. But he's trying to do some more Criterion stuff. So I pulled out my Criterion collection. I said, "Here, take your pick, whatever you want." And he's like, "What do you recommend?" And I gave him 3: Deep Cover, Barry Lyndon, and can't remember the third one. But I gave him Tree of Life to watch, and it was not for him. But
the extended one,
probably.
Yeah.
He's like, "Hi," it's like beautiful. Just I couldn't get on board with it. But yeah, they see like stuff in theaters. They're a married couple and they're about to have a kid, so they're cramming in as many movies in theaters as they can before they have their child. And won't be able to do that again.
Yeah.
And so we were like, "Oh, let's watch something that none of us have seen yet. Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
That Criterion collection.
Yeah, exactly.
Number.
Yeah, spine number 0.
Yeah.
And I liked the first one. I know of the game. I think I might have played it once or twice. I don't get the appeal of it. It seems like a weird. It seems like a weird game for people to be obsessed with. Is what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Like it's not like it's not fun or anything, but it feels like there's not enough to do for people to be obsessed. Maybe it's like the whole party game aspect where you put it on when your friends are over and you laugh at them screaming.
Oh,
I don't know.
Maybe
we did that with
you give yourself panic attacks.
Yeah, well, I got it on Oculus Quest VR.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I strapped Ryan into it and watched him play it for a second. That was funny.
That seems scary.
Yeah, that was cool. And I mean, the whole concept of Five Nights at Freddy's is you're an overnight security guard. You have to last 5 nights in this place called Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And and it's like a Chuck E. Cheese where there's animatronics that are in a band, and it's like Loca the chicken and Freddy Fazbear the bear, and there's like a rabbit, and they're dancing and stuff like that. Well, they actually come to life at night and they're murderous. And the whole job you do is you switch back and forth between security cameras to like watch them, and if the camera's on them, they can't move or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And you're stuck in a security office, and you have to basically make it out for 5 nights, and every night it gets worse and worse.
Yeah.
So that's the game. And the first one I thought was pretty fun. It took some interesting ideas with the lore about like kids and the souls trapped in the robots, animatronics, and stuff like that, and how the guy that invented them is an evil whatever, and he's got ulterior motives, and it's Matthew Lillard, and it was Josh Hutcherson, and he's doing just fine. I thought it was a perfectly good movie, very entertaining, a great popcorn movie, good for kids, good for like older kids that are not quite like in the early teens, 10 to 15 maybe. Anything past that, I think they might get a little too cool for school on a movie like that. This was much worse. Much worse, yeah.
Is it still Josh Hutcherson?
Still Josh Hutcherson. Yeah,
he's still doing the same job?
No. So in the first one, his like parents died, and he's got a much younger sister. Like he's an adult. It's like early 30s or something.
Yeah, yeah.
And his younger sister's like 10 or 12 maybe. And in this now she's like 14, 15, still an outcast.
Played by the same person?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And she had built in the first one. She had built a relationship with these animatronics because they had the souls of these lost children in there.
Mm-hmm.
And I think most of them were like destroyed in the first one or something like that. So she's lonely and whatever. And the thing I do like is they introduce a new character called a Marionette. It's like a different animatronic, and it's very fucking creepy. And they showed like the first Freddy's Fazbear Pizza, because in the first movie it was all at one location, and it's like, imagine a Chuck E. Cheese. They're all over the place. So in this universe, the Freddy's Fazbear, the original one, had more stuff in it. It had a marionette character that came out of like the stage or whatever, would come out, and it would pull, dance around either children or the other animatronics or something. And it was super creepy. That little boat ride in there, like It's a Small World type boat ride in the restaurant. And the marionette was the main character in that boat ride. And I think what they did too is they got more budget on this one, so they made the animatronics a little bit more polished, make new versions of them, and they're a little smoother, move a little bit better. The graphics look a little bit better, and then the original ones, which were like the original prototypes, are not connected to this matrix that allows them to kill or something. I don't know. It's kind of convoluted story, and it's ultimately not very interesting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, unfortunately. So I didn't hate it, but I'm like, this is kind of a waste of time. Yeah, we rented it. We had 4 of us watching it, so I felt like it was worth it to do. But if it was just me and Bree watching it, I would have been pissed if we would have spent $20 to rent it.
$20?
Yeah, because it's still like a new, considered like a new release.
Yeah.
So Five Nights at Freddy's 2. If you have a child that's really into Five Nights at Freddy's, the video game, or love the first game.
Are they child appropriate?
Yeah. Like,
are they rated R?
No, they're PG-13.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. Like it pushes the boundaries of what like a kid would be okay with. But it's like nothing like how any of the 80s horror stuff that kids were watching, when we were younger.
Yeah.
It's like an 80s slasher. We're watching it when we're like 10 years old and freaking out in the living room when your parents are asleep.
Yeah.
It's nothing like that. I mean, there's a couple of gruesome things, but they don't show much.
Yeah.
So that's that. That's streaming wherever you want to rent a movie for $20. You know where to find them. And then I watched both of the Ace Venturas streaming on Netflix.
Nice.
Was having a rough day. One of my tortoises died this week. Very sad. LB, my big boy. Kind of unexpected. And so I took Friday off from work, and I was feeling pretty down, and Brianna's like, what do you want to watch? Let's watch something kind of lighthearted maybe. I'm like, yeah, that's probably good. Watch Ace Ventura. And I watched both of them. You watched both of them recently too, right?
I mean, I've seen them plenty of times, like throughout the years, but I watched Pet Detective recently.
I can't remember if you were saying which one you like more.
When Nature Calls, I like more.
Okay, cool. I think I'm the opposite.
Really?
Yeah, and I think that watching them back to back, it kind of highlighted that the second one has some objectively really, really hilarious moments in it. Mm-hmm. But I think the actual story and the start to finish production is it's like perfectly executed in Pet Detective, the original. Mm-hmm. It's an hour and 26 minutes or something like that. It's not even 90 minutes.
Yeah.
It wastes no time. It introduces the character perfectly. It's so stupid. It is so dumb. Courtney Cox is a fox in the first one. And I can't believe it has such low ratings, honestly. The original one has a 6.9 on IMDb, but it's a 47% Rotten Tomato score. 47%.
What's the second one?
23%.
Even less?
It's even less.
Crazy.
Yeah. So I just there's no one like Jim Carrey, and he's perfectly encapsulated in this. And it was like The Mask, Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, and Liar Liar all came out in the same year, I think, 1994.
Really?
Yeah. And let me make sure I got that right. Liar Liar. Nope, Liar Liar was 97. There was 3 movies that he came out with in 94. Let's see if I could figure out what the other one was. Jim Carrey. But yeah, he was...
he had Pet Detective, The Mask, and Dumb and Dumber.
That's it. Yeah, Dumb and Dumber. Liar Liar is 3 years later.
Yeah.
He was just literally a phenomenon. And it's like every scene he's in, he can't not be the center of attention. Mm-hmm. It's so fucking good. So the original Ace Ventura basically is a bottlenose dolphin named Snowflake stolen from the Miami Dolphins. And he's hired to find the dolphin. And he has Courtney Cox works for the organization, as well as another guy who is murdered throughout the course of the investigation. And then he also is working kind of with/against the local police force.
Yeah.
With his pal that works on the force, played by Tone Loc, and his, arch nemesis, who's the chief of police.
Einhorn.
Yeah, Lois Einhorn, played by, what is her name? Ian McNeice. Oh, that's What Nature Calls. Hold on. There it is. So she's actually an established actress too, and I didn't. Sean Young is her name.
Oh yeah, from
Blade Runner.
Blade Runner, yeah.
Yeah, both of them actually. And she plays the chief of police with a hard chip on her shoulder and hates Ace Ventura.
Yeah.
And it's like you kind of hate Ace through a lot of it because he's so fucking annoying. He can't stop being annoying all the time.
Yeah.
He can't do one thing normal. The one time he breaks character and is about to like be nice is after he calls Courtney Cox fat. Oh, really? And you're fat. She's like, you're just saying that because you're lashing out. That may be the case, fatty. But feed your dog some better food or something.
Yeah.
When she leaves, he's about to, like, he feels bad and he's going to apologize. And that's when Roger Redactor is found dead. She gets the news. Probably seen this movie 10 times. Probably, maybe, it could be more. It could be closer to 20 because I watched it a million times as a kid.
Yeah.
But conservatively 10 times. And, like, he's so fucking annoying, but he's good.
Yeah.
The whole scene in the balcony with Roger Redactor, and it's like, that's textbook detective work. It's like...
He's like Sherlock Holmes.
He is. He's a Sherlock Holmes, but he's a prick. He's an annoying asshole.
Well, Sherlock Holmes also kind of a prick.
Yeah.
Well, at least in the Benedict Cumberbatch version.
I think he is.
Yeah.
I think that's canon. But yeah, I love him. I loved him. Dan Marino is being Dan Marino. Ray Finkel's Einhorn, Laces Out. So many great lines from it.
Yeah.
And bits.
A little dated.
Yes.
Just the one scene, a little dated.
There's some
A couple
homophobia
scenes, yeah.
and some transphobia.
Yeah.
So.
It's like the worst thing that you could ever do is
Kiss a man.
kiss a man.
I know. They're like, I'm going to kill myself because I kissed a dude.
I know.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely dated, but I mean, what wasn't back then?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And looking back at it, you're like, okay, I could see it. A little
Little
bit
excessive.
overreaction when he burns his clothes and takes the hot shower.
Like he was assaulted or something.
Yeah, like exactly. And then the second one, he is. I will agree with you, Joseph. One of the greatest opening scenes of all time, the cliffhanger.
Yeah, the cliffhanger
remake
homage
with the raccoon instead of a woman.
Yeah,
It's so sad. Brianna had never seen it before.
Really?
At least not that scene. She's like, I think I've seen this, but when we were watching it, she's like, I don't remember this at all. And when the raccoon falls to its death, she screamed out loud, "No! No!"
What is that sound of the guy watching the bear float down the river?
Oh yeah, no! Yeah, and then the whole bit about him in the monastery is so fucking funny.
The Slinky.
Yeah, Slinky's great.
We were right there.
I know, and he's like, but I haven't reached eternal consciousness yet. Oh, you know what? You just did
Just now.
That's great. I mean, there is a lot of really, really good moments in it. I just think that the movie as a whole, the first one is better cohesively. I don't know. I think they're both great. It was the perfect thing I needed for a bad day. And I watched both of them back to back and I loved it. So those are both on Netflix. If you're in a blue mood and you want something funny, turn your brain off. Don't be so serious and watch Jim Carrey be Ace Detective.
Yeah.
The walking pattern we talked about also in One Battle After Another, Sean Penn's walk. Ace Ventura's walk modeled after a pigeon.
Yeah. To like
bobbing his head left to right as he walks.
Yeah.
It's perfect. Love it.
Yeah.
So, anything else?
No.
Okay, I think we're good.
Yeah.
So, thank you to our cool ass yardities over on Patreon. That's Javier, Heather, Michael, and Chris. If you want to support us on the Patreon, you can do so at patreon.com/middleclassfilmclass or just share the YouTube video, watch on the YouTube, and that is its own way that you can help us generate some revenue from the show without having to pay a dime out of pocket. So we get kind of mixed like numbers on the YouTube. Sometimes it's a good handful, sometimes it's like almost nothing. If it's the same for you one way or the other, if you listen on the podcast or listen on the YouTube, just throw it on on your phone or at work or whatever like that, and just put it face down if you're not going to watch. The YouTube is the better place to support. So, anyways, yeah, there you go. Until next time.
Oh, Joseph Bridges?
Oh, hey, Joseph. What's up, buddy?
Because you show up at the end.
Yeah. That's okay. We got a whole half of the show after this.
Yeah.
Follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/MCFC podcast, and send us an email, mcfcpodcast@gmail.com.
And follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Middle Class Film Class, and on Twitter at Podcast MCFC.
So later on today or later on in the week, we're going to be reviewing a very fun, not fun, great movie called The Testament of Ann Lee. It's only in theaters right now, so if you haven't heard of it or you have, stick around. It'll be a lot of fun. See you next time.
See ya.
Oh, fuck!
Oh my god! What?
That's my wife.
Oh, son of a bitch!
Your sister was a witch!
But I did love this movie. I didn't love this movie.
Oh, it's time for class.
Class is in session!
Roll call!
Bueller?
I'm gonna be late for class.
Bueller?
Am I hallucinating here? Just what in the hell do you think you're doing?
I'm late for class.
You are mine now. You belong to me.
Did you study for the test?
No more complaining. No more Mr. Kimblett to go to the bathroom. Nothing. There is no bathroom.
Hello, classmates, and welcome to another episode of Middle Class Film Class. I'm your host for today, Pete.
And I'm Joseph.
And today is our review episode. We're reviewing a new movie that probably flew under the radar. Many of you may not have even heard of it. I hadn't this time last week when Joseph brought it up to my attention. A movie, a biopic, period piece, I guess, from, what is this, late 1700s? 1800s?
14? I have no
I think it's 1700s. I think mid-1700s.
Yeah, because New England was a thing.
Yeah. This is called The Testament of Anne Lee.
For those new here who are unaccustomed to a woman preacher,
Come nearer to me.
Christ's spirit first appeared as a man, but has reappeared to fulfill the promise of the second coming as a woman, our mother Anne.
I have seen the tours of people waiting for us in America. We will plant a great big tree with deep and solid roots.
We're so few, yet we have lost so many.
You will go out and make our presence known.
Anne Lee's religion is the spirit of witchcraft.
I cannot preach without being harassed.
Wartime is coming.
legend has it, there appeared a woman clothed with the sun and the moon under her feet. softly.
All right. The Testament of Anne Lee, or The Woman Clothed in Sun with the Moon Under Her Feet, I believe is the subtitle.
Yeah.
This is written and directed by, written and directed by Mona Fastvold, also written by Brady Corbett, the name you would recognize as one of the home invaders from Funny Games. Also the guy that wrote and directed The Brutalist. And Mona Fastvold and Brady Corbett are a couple in real life. They're a married couple, right?
I believe so.
And it's kind of interesting to see when married couples are making like really well made stuff together.
Yeah.
And separately. James Cameron and Catherine Bigelow, similar.
Yeah.
They were married for a while and then they broke up. And she makes great stuff. He makes great stuff. And it's interesting because this is it's a period piece. It's basically chronicles the life of Anne Lee, who is the founder of the Shaker movement or the Shaker religion, as like a subsect of Christianity that more or less believes in the way to worship is through song and dance, but not just song and dance for the hell of it. They're doing like hours long, days long, rhythmic sort of
body movements.
Yeah.
A lot of movements, and feels like they're kind of just falling on each other. A lot of
like slapping your chest and stuff. And they say that the Shaker movement is based off of the shaking in the movement of it's named after the shaking of your body.
Shaking Quakers.
Yeah, as you're basically praising God. And also on top of that, the Shaker movement also preaches celibacy and abstinence, which seems to be an easy way to eliminate your religion because you're not making more babies.
Yeah. Like, was it even like just at all in general?
Well, her sidekick at some point, the woman who was like her best friend, her confidant, said, "Oh, me and James, we've only done it the 2 times to make their 2 babies." So I think it never really touched on it again. Like, is this okay? Can we fuck through a sheet or something like that? You know, like Mormon style.
Not even married.
No, I think that it's when you're married. Even if you're married, it's still only for procreation.
So they do allow it for the purpose of procreation, not just like at all, nothing.
It doesn't explicitly say it, but I have to imagine that they would.
Yeah,
because
they frown upon it though.
Yeah, they're not happy about it. They're like, this is. Hold on, I have a drop for that. Where is it here?
This is perverted. This is creepy.
It's while they're making their child.
That's my wife.
That's Christopher Abbott.
It's like just a little sex, okay? It's like there's like
just the tip,
just the one guy. Just, it's like how about like once maybe.
Take me in your mouth, woman.
Yeah,
I said that multiple times.
Yeah.
So that's basically the idea of the Shakers is that. But what I know about the Shakers is that they created like very practical use home goods, like the Shaker broom.
Like Amish people.
Very similar, yeah. They're like a precursor to the Amish.
Yeah.
And the Shaker broom is what most of us consider a normal broom. It's got the slight bevel to the like the sweep of it, the head of it, and it's more or less wound with really tight strands. And it's like, that's what we think of as a broom, like a kitchen broom or whatever, dust broom. That's a Shaker broom. They basically created that. And if you're anywhere in like the Midwest or the East Coast and you see houses with these wooden like slats nailed to the wall across the entire perimeter of the room, it's to hang chairs on. So you have multi-purpose use for the room. And it's like the chairs are multi-purpose, the house is multi-purpose. And they're built with quality and all this stuff. So it's like, as far as the abstinence goes, yes, that's a big part of it. But also, Anne Lee preached, good, honest work and show your devotion to God by giving hard work, which is admirable, I guess. Just a weird thing to like make your entire religion about.
Yeah.
So this movie was. How did it come to your radar, Joseph?
I mean, I had heard about it. I had zero knowledge of. Like this was based on a true story at all. Like, because I knew nothing about that movement, that branch of religion. I mean, I've heard of like Shaker hymns, but I had no idea that that this was about that essentially. So I went in completely like blind. I don't, like all I knew about it was that it was a musical.
Deaf, blind, and dumb.
Yeah. And then I was just kind of asked. I had no plans really to go see it, to seek it out necessarily. But I was just kind of asked by a friend to go see it. It was shown in 70 millimeter.
Yeah.
At the Tower Theater in Sacramento, and then I texted you about it, and
these are just movie friends, also movie making friends.
Yeah,
and modest or whatever.
And the 70 millimeter, it was like really nice.
It looked great.
It looked like it had that nice nice crunchy contrast, and it was the layer of film that sort of look to it just added more to it, I think, to the cinematography, production design, and wardrobe, and all that kind of stuff. It was a good theater watching experience, and the music was great. I thought.
I didn't even mention that it is a musical, but it's different than what you think of like a classic Rodgers and Hammerstein's musical where people are breaking out into song and dance, and you're not sure. It's like, is this really happening in the real world? Like La La Land? Do they really stop the freeway and dance on the cars and stuff? Probably not.
Yeah.
In this, every song and every dance is designed to be diegetic. Like they're actually singing the songs.
Yeah.
They're actually doing the worship. The entire congregation is actually having this rhythmic dance.
Yeah.
And throwing their bodies around from side to side.
Yeah. There's a couple moments where it's like you are wondering if is that happening? Is like when she's singing in prison, like is she singing, or is this just
I believe it.
the feeling that she's feeling internally, and like
I never felt like I would with Les Mis, where you're like, oh, they're just singing, everybody sings everything.
Yeah.
It was like there is talking, and you're talking when they're talking to each other.
Yeah.
And then when it's time to sing because they're worshiping God, or she's in dire straits and she's like, I'm gonna not focus on the bad and I'm gonna give my voice to God, then she goes back to singing again.
Yeah. It is interesting because like there's music behind the singing aspect of it. So it's like there's a little bit of internal stuff going on, I think, as well. There's like this one really silly segment later in the movie.
The finger one?
The finger one, which was like, which was...
We're going this way.
Yeah.
To our final settlement.
That kind of... I was like kind of out of left field, it felt like. But overall, yeah, it was a...
Yeah, you want to give your initial reactions to the whole movie?
Yeah. Liked it a lot, I think. Especially not knowing anything about it. I barely even I was like, oh, this is the same creators from The Brutalist, which was also like a really great theater experience, and also had really great music, and they used the same composer from that movie on this movie, and
same DP also.
No, I don't believe so. I actually do want to look at that though. Lowell Crowley was the DP for the Brutalist. And no, he did not.
William Rexer.
Yeah.
William Rexer.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. Like the music was really good. The like I was saying, the production design, cinematography, wardrobe, and like the performances were all really, really interesting. And it was a really unique story that I had never heard of, had zero knowledge of. The way it's presented is through it's like a telling a story.
It's her testament.
It's well, it's not. She's not saying the testament. Somebody else is.
Yeah, it's the friend that loses an eye.
Yeah, spoilers. And it's a narration throughout the whole thing. And there's like
300.
There's these chapter
just like 300.
There's these chapter markers that are like have really great like design and artistry behind them. And yeah, I mean, I'm not really sure what I could say that I didn't necessarily like about it. I could probably cut down the runtime, possibly. I don't know. I have no idea. But I can't really think of anything that I didn't like about it. But it was really effective and really, really interesting. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, the chapter markers that are essentially like, oh, the new world or the new what's it called? The colony or whatever they found. Those reminded me of The Witch.
Yeah.
The kind of, and it makes sense. It's a New England
Or like
folk
Midsommar.
tale. Yeah, similar, where it's like you're taking historical writings and trying to mimic it for this, one shot of the chapter marker or whatever, like that. This production was phenomenal. I think it's hard enough to make a great looking movie with acting, with composer that is added after the fact, original score and stuff that's added after the fact, with actors and great lighting and, all the stuff, all the trappings of not just a normal movie, but a period movie. And, finding a boat that they can film on that looks period correct. And I know part of it was built on studio, part of it was actually filmed, looks like it was actually filmed on the water.
Yeah.
And then the wide shots were, probably CG or matte painting or something like that. But it's like all that on top of all that, you have dance choreography, you have scenes that are set to specific like songs. They have to be shot in a certain way. So it's almost like and there was that one, what I believe is one long take of the first big dance number.
Oh, in that room?
Inside like the 2 or 3 rooms that are kind of put together. And it's like Gaspar Noé's climax. Watching these dancers kind of do their thing ad nauseum.
Except their drug is God.
5-10 minutes long worth of it is like, that's impressive on its own. Like watching an impressive dance routine is cool on its own, but then having to integrate a camera as one of the characters moving in and out of this like choreographed dance sequence is impressive. And this was, I feel like, way more impressive than some of the scenes in Climax.
Yeah.
Because there's 75 or 80 people in that room dancing.
Yeah.
In tight quarters.
A lot of moving pieces.
It reminded me of the big Christians versus Jews dance in the Fiddler on the Roof in the bar.
Oh, yeah.
L'Chaim.
Oh, that's a Jew.
Yeah, exactly. Didn't see nary one Jew in this movie.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, for shame.
Yeah.
But they we're kind of reminding me of that, where it's like these guys, like full-grown men, in this case, or men and women, dancing in this very tight quarters with these cumbersome period correct outfits.
Yeah.
And they just make it look so fluid and effortless, like almost like the brush strokes on like a Van Gogh painting, where just you could see the movement and they're just moving in and out of each other so fluidly. And it was like it's infectious. And that to me was the biggest selling point of this, is like I could see how people would be swept up by the fever of Ann Lee. In that day. It's like today, that's why mega churches do all the big crazy over the top fireworks shows and the rock concert every day, every sermon.
Yeah, they're not feeling the power of God, they're just liking music.
You just like good music, effective music. And I also really liked that the songs that they used in the diegetic music they used in the songs they were singing were all based off of Shaker hymns, like historical Shaker hymns. I don't know if there's music to go along with that, or if they're using just the lyrics or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
But some of the shit was really effective, like that.
Yeah, it's like very triumphant and joyous and positive. And
do you know have you ever heard of the polyphonic spree?
Yeah.
Every once in a while, I get the urge to listen to their songs about the sun when I want to feel like uplifted or whatever.
Yeah.
And it kind of reminded me of that. It's like 30 people chanting about the sun. You can't help but be happy about it. He's really bright.
Let the sun shine.
Yeah. But it's very bright chord progressions and like cheerful singing and raising of voices. And it's like, yeah, I could see why people would get into that.
Yeah.
And I could also see why the local people hated it, because they're like, those people over there having fun. Worshiping God or whatever demon they're worshiping.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I mean the branch. It's like a branch of religion.
Yeah.
Right. That
they're still worshiping God. That's the same God
that the government, the mandated religion, was that they didn't agree with it, and so they wanted to shut it down essentially.
Yeah, and it's also I also thought it was interesting that they added a little bit of historical context in there, because they talked about how the Revolutionary War was ended, and now how George Washington defeated whatever, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, I guess that's why people aren't being assholes to us lately. The local government, like, we're free to practice our religion however we see fit or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like they're not aware of any of it. They're just doing their own little thing on a little, cult farm or whatever. But, so,
and they are not pro-slavery.
Yeah, they were
very woke for them.
Yeah, super woke.
Boo! They're like just walking
Shame.
by them selling these
Shame.
these poor people, and they're just they're booing them and shaming them.
Yeah. But at the same time, they're shaming themselves for wanting to get a nut off.
Yeah.
So I came out of it halfway through it, I was like, this is one of the best movies of the year for me. And then it dragged a little bit and it lost some of that. Like once they get to the colony.
Yeah. They're like setting up their camp.
Their little camp, yeah. And I was thinking at some point in the movie, near the end of the movie, I was like, in my head, I was thinking, be careful what you wish for. Because the early parts of the movie, I was like, they better talk about the fucking chairs. They better talk about the brooms. And then they spend quite a bit of time talking about like showing the intricacies of the long halls and the houses and how all the work ethic behind everything. And it was like, it lost some of the vigor and that like vitality that it was like, had in the first two acts. I was really wishing they had a little bit more of that like big close and another musical number, but
about building chairs.
Fuck you.
We're building chairs. We're making brooms.
Yeah,
we're building chairs and making brooms.
There you go. It already increased it another star for me. So I mean, it didn't ruin the movie for me, but I think the energy, that really high energy, is hard to carry through.
Little lull.
Yeah, definitely lulled near the third act, but beautiful high contrast scenes, kind of dark for my taste in a lot of stuff, like lighting wise dark. I think most of the time it paid off well. Like it's really low light, and then it leads to something with light. It makes sense because she's finding the light of this religion and stuff. But yeah, gorgeous movie, great sound, great acting. Amanda Seyfried's phenomenal. Christopher Abbott's great as a little prick.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody does great. That one guy dying with gurgles in his throat was
that was
very effective.
David Cale, that guy's name.
Yeah,
the old man.
So yeah, I thought it was fantastic and a hidden gem that I think is really, really worth seeking out. And if you're gonna watch it at home, put it on the surround sound. If you had it, crank the volume all the way up. I would put this in there with not an all-time great like Fiddler on the Roof, but feels like the same energy. Like if you like that movie, you'll probably like this movie.
And Tim Blake Nelson.
Yeah,
he's in it too.
Yeah, TBN. TBN's in it for a second. Not doing a Southern accent.
No.
Threw me off.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if it was him for a minute.
Yeah.
So, yeah, great suggestion, Joseph. And whoever suggested it to you, thank you.
Yeah.
I can't remember those guys' names.
Ethan was now he's listening to this podcast now.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I met 4 new people, movie friends, at the viewing.
Yeah. Speaking of the cast, Amanda Seyfried playing the lead of Anne Lee. Lewis Pullman, who I like for a while, I was like, is that Lewis Pullman? Playing her childhood friend, and he's
it's her brother.
Oh, brother,
yeah,
and friend,
yeah, and lover.
There
was definitely a little bit of felt like some incesty stuff there, but they don't have sex, so how can it be?
Her sister was a witch.
And then he was gay.
Yes,
just a little gay.
Well, we only see one scene of him being gay.
Exactly, just a little gay.
Yeah, he could have just hanging out with his bud.
Naked,
hanging out
sleeping.
and hanging out with his bud,
sleeping in the nude, as you do.
Yeah, Lewis Pullman, Thomas McKenzie from Jojo Rabbit and Last Night in Soho and other movies. She's the narrator of this story, and then Christopher Abbott as like kind of the asshole first lover type of character.
Yeah, it's her first husband. Her only husband.
And then Tim Blake Nelson plays a small role later in the movie, like the second to third act. But yeah, Amanda Seyfried was also in Les Mis, another musical, and she's the lead in this movie. And there was like a moment where it kind of felt like she had her Anne Hathaway playing Fantine moment in this movie where she's singing in a prison cell.
Yeah. There's definitely some overlay there.
A little bit, yeah. And it's a period piece, and it's kind of based on a true event, French Revolution and Les Mis and Lee, the real person, in this movie.
And Russell Crowe's in this. Oh wait, never mind. No, he's not.
No, yeah, he plays Javert, the cop.
It's weird. Yeah, he's American.
It's you, Javert.
Yeah, he's a colonist.
Yeah. Yeah, this was like I was saying, it's just like a whole story that I know nothing about the lore of this movement. I mean, I have the general broad strokes of like religion branching up from England over here because they were being persecuted over there to essentially have their freedom of religion here. And then they kind of start spreading their word, building their empire, I guess, as modest and humble as it is. Yeah, and then she goes through a lot of trauma before she really kind of settles in on this new movement where she's recognized as essentially the female Christ.
Yeah.
With Christopher Abbott's character, she's like trying to have kids, and it just is not working out for her. So
she has 4 children that died before the age of 1.
Yeah, and then he's like
being a little mud grub.
being a man of the time.
Nice accident. It's a happy accident.
Yeah. He's being a man of that time and being like, why don't you give me kids? Why isn't it working? He's doing some like traditional ritual thing to try to make it happen before they have sex. And
oh yeah, it's weird because there's the evolution of the religion before they ultimately come to the religion.
Yeah.
It's like, first of all, it's like extended crying out to God, extended dancing and singing and stuff like that for days. And they're all on board with it. They meet at one of those things.
Yeah.
And then at some point he finds a book written by an anonymous person. Bullshit here.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Jesus?
You might think Jesus. And it basically says that through physical pain or something, you unlock your connection to Christ or something like that.
Your fertility.
Yeah, something like that. So he basically spanks her with a broom,
like with straw.
Yeah, straw or something like that, on bare-assed
sticks.
Yeah, and before they have sex, and then
and then they try to have sex. They have a kid, and then the kid doesn't make it.
Yeah,
for like the first year or something.
And that whole bit there where she's going through trying to get the baby to latch.
Yeah.
And the birthing sequence. There's some very exposed.
Yeah, it's a little graphic sometimes.
She's topless. It's
yeah.
It almost that was inappropriate. Come on. And it's almost felt like how Daniel Radcliffe, when he left the Harry Potter world, he went kind of off into this. I'm gonna do some artistic
or Elijah
shit.
Wood.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some artistic shit, and I'm gonna be in all these movies where I have to be completely nude and do all these graphic sex scenes and stuff like that. Because I know Amanda Seyfried's done a few of those since she blew up past Mean Girls. It's like distance themselves from what people know them for, this young adult sort of stuff. Say, I'm a real actor. I gotta do the sex scene.
I gotta do the childbirth.
Bush.
I gotta show the miscarriage.
Yeah, exactly. And which I mean, I can appreciate that. I'm not judging whatsoever, but I think some of that stuff was it's a little gratuitous, but it was effective. It landed.
Yeah, I mean, it was like a sort of montage of that child birthing sequence, where she's kind of in different positions birthing a child, and then they have
one.
They have a child that's covered in goop, for each of these.
They slingshot him across the room.
Yeah, they shoot him out like Big Fish and
or Ace Ventura when nature calls.
Yeah. So it is a little bit a little bit graphic in that regard, but I mean it was effective. And then later, towards the very end of the movie, when there's a lot of persecution going on and there's a raid scene, essentially
almost like a pogrom,
and that was crazy. That was a bit much.
Is she a demon or a woman? Well, she's a eunuch. She's neither.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what are you trying to prove here?
Yeah.
What is going on here?
Ever seen a woman naked before? That looks normal to me.
Yeah. So she goes through a lot of trauma, which then kind of leads her more into this movement. And it's I feel like it could be taken as almost like a faith-based type of movie, but having that context of her going through that kind of explains her
how she latched onto the idea.
Yeah, that idea of like, and the whole celibacy thing as well.
Yeah, she was disgusted by watching her parents have sex in the room next to her.
Yeah.
Growing up, her mom kind of putting a fight up, but not really.
Yeah.
And there was like this interesting coloration from her childhood about what sex was for her.
Mm-hmm.
And then as she got older, like what her husband was putting upon her for their sexual gratification was also furthering that. And then she's like, I've had an epiphany. All this shit is bad.
Yeah.
We should never bang.
Well, because she also gets punished at the dinner table for saying that she saw them or something like that.
I know what you do to her.
Because she gets introduced to that movement by somebody else.
Yeah.
Right. And then she sees them doing their like dancing, and then there's like a speaking in tongue moment with the guy who has like thoughts about his sister or something.
Yeah.
And it's a scene that is like, it's one of those scenes where you're not sure if you're supposed to laugh.
I was grinning from ear to ear.
Or not.
I was on the edge of tittering.
It's like unsettlingly funny, uncomfortably funny.
Yeah, it's uncomfortable.
Because it's like, it's a static shot and it's a wide shot of this room, and this man is like moaning, groaning, and there's this old woman who's like chanting something.
There's probably 30 people in there, all somber, and one man is confessing to lusting after his sister.
Yeah.
While an old lady screams at him.
Yeah. He's just like,
yeah. It was effective.
Yeah, it's just one of those scenes where it's like a nervous laugh a little bit.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
This is kind of crazy.
And I was expecting some of the people to leave, like in the master.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like this felt like a cross between the witch and the master and what else?
Midsummer.
Yeah, definitely
cultish.
Definitely a little bit of Midsummer. Definitely a little bit of the Village. Definitely some of Fiddler on the Roof.
Yeah.
And just like Fiddler on the Roof, there's one shitty song. Fiddler on the Roof, it's Miracle of Miracles.
Is it the point?
That one? It's the pointing. Yeah, they're on a mission they settle in New York. They travel across the Atlantic from England. They settle in New York, but they're not going to live in the city. They're going to find their own settlement. So they send like 3 men to go look for it, with a Dutchman leading them up the river, up the Hudson. And he has a vision that he's going to... Him also like chanting to himself and talking about, oh, I'm sorry, Lord, I lost my temper. I've been really working hard on that.
He like snaps on the guy while he's praying. And he prays all night.
Yeah, he prays all night. And then when he wakes up, he says, I had a vision of a meadow with 12 oak trees surrounding it, and that's going to be our settlement, and we can't stop until we find it. And he wakes up, and it literally has the magic finger that's like, ooh, going to lead us to the promised land.
It's like an idle hand.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just like literally like he's being pulled by God.
The 2 guys are carrying the steamer trunk, like trying to keep up, running through the wilderness as he's led by God's finger.
Yeah.
And the Dutchman's just running behind him, like, where are we going?
Yeah. It was very...
And they're singing the whole time, too.
Very silly, because he's like, I'm being led, I'm being chosen, being led. And he's like, the guy's behind him running, like, he's being led, is being chosen.
Yeah, it's very funny. So that was a goofy. Yeah, absolutely goofy.
Certainly silly, for sure.
Did not hold a candle to the rest of the songs, but...
No, there's a lot, the music is really good. And I'm like very surprised that there was 0 nominations for anything on like Oscar-wise.
Yeah, best original song, no sound design, no production design, no hair and makeup,
wardrobe, costume wardrobe.
Because it all looks great.
Yeah,
every bit of it.
Yeah,
there's the scenes in the cotton mill with all the little tufts of cotton floating around, and you're like, that looks great too. Yeah, it's just fantastic, start to finish.
Yeah, the ending sort of sequence. This is a biopic. I don't know if this spoil this for a biopic. I mean, I didn't know anything about it. I didn't know that she died. That's crazy.
I thought she was still alive.
Yeah, at the tender age of 48 or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Because there's like a lot of attention to detail, like with the coffin building and like the woodworking and stuffing things in that. It reminded me of another movie. There's a lot of things that this movie is like, I don't want to say it's pulling from, but it just
inspired by.
Reminds me of other things. But before that moment, she's old. She's old as hell. She's 48. Sitting in a
edge of death.
Yeah, sitting in a
worn out.
Sitting in an apple orchard.
Apple orchard on a stool.
Which is like, is this like an Adam and Eve situation? Like a callback? Like, call back to Adam and Eve with the apples. Look at all this knowledge.
Yeah. Yeah, really.
The makeup was great too. Like, 'cause they age her as it goes on. And like her old makeup was.
Yeah, it wasn't distracting.
No, not at all.
You know what? I think some of that, the artistry and the physical building of the coffins and all that kind of stuff kind of reminded me of the Phantom Thread a little bit. Like him making the dresses and all the seamstresses working on the dresses together just to make one thing.
Mm-hmm. There are moments in this movie that feel like old Hollywood in a sense, because there's a lot of like big wide shots of like old country, old city or whatever, old buildings. And they didn't feel like digitally made necessarily. They felt pretty practical, and I'm pretty sure there's also some like night stuff that felt like an old Western that was filmed on a soundstage with matte paintings. And I'm pretty sure that this used matte. They used matte,
I think they did
matte paintings as well for this, and it was effective. It was really good. It gave it a really interesting and cool look that I liked a lot. I feel like it worked well with this story, and because there's like this wide shot, which is probably digitally made, but of the ship coming into port, arriving in New York, and it's pretty convincing. Like at least if it is a matte painting that is digitally just enhanced. It's really well done, and like there was the what they say about good CGI is that you don't notice that it's CGI.
Yeah.
This probably has a ton of that. Like Roma, I think, also has a ton of digitally altered things in that as well. But it's like so well hidden that you wouldn't even know.
I've seen videos about like making Zodiac. They had to digitally change all the sidewalks in San Francisco because they had like the handicap cutouts and stuff like that weren't around in the 70s.
Yeah.
So they had to digitally do that, and it removed a lot of stuff to make it look like 70s San Francisco instead of modern day.
Yeah.
You don't even notice it.
Yeah.
And you would notice it if they didn't do it.
And speaking of production design, I mean, this isn't related to Ann Lee, but just because Jack Fisk, who did the production design for Marty Supreme and he's like a legendary production designer. The way that they do like old buildings, like on a city street, like if you're filming in like an actual city street, they essentially just make fronts and put them on the front of the building. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah. It's like, that's how they build those like Western sets too. They just build like the saloon is just the face.
Yeah.
You're done.
That's just I was like, oh, I didn't even think about that. That's pretty dope.
In the chat, Addy Bomaye, new commenter. Speaking of religion, just a reminder to check out Strange Harvest. Is this Addison? Is that who that is?
Who's that?
From the Facebook cinematics page.
Oh, okay.
Addison. I can't. Somebody sent in a recommendation for Strange Harvest. I can't remember exactly who it was, but obviously it's Addy Bomaye. Addy Bomaye.
Huh.
Is that from When We Were Kings? Ali Bomaye, Ali Bomaye. That's what the Africans were chanting for Muhammad Ali when he was getting ready to fight George Foreman in the Rumble in the Jungle.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, Strange Harvest is on Hulu. Recommendation for us to watch.
Oh, it's a movie.
It's a movie. Yeah.
Sounds like a video game.
Came from this year. 6.3 on IMDb. Detectives are thrust into a chilling hunt for Mr. Shiny, a sadistic serial killer from the past whose return marks the beginning of the new wave of grotesque, otherworldly crimes tied to a cosmic force. Cool.
Very cool.
On Hulu. Trivia? Little trivia.
Yeah, there's not much on this.
No, there's not. Let's see, where are we at here? I'm just excited to see what...
It's still in theaters. It's not available for rental streaming, I don't think.
No, this is brand new.
Yeah.
So Daniel Bloomberg was the composer. When he was recording the film's music, he came across a small bell from a 1700s in a music shop in New York. They used the bell throughout the film, appearing constantly throughout the score. That's kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Shot on location, Budapest, Hungary. That's a Interesting. Probably an easier way to make your dollar stretch.
Probably.
Overseas, less taxes. Venice Film Festival received a 15-minute standing ovation. I think this is a fucking feat of a production. So
yeah,
I could see it.
Yeah, for sure.
And then they did shoot a few scenes aboard a ship called the East Indiaman Gothberg at Eriksberg. That's probably South Africa.
I don't know.
Eriksberg, I don't know.
Norway?
Yeah, who knows?
Eriksberg sounds very Scandinavian.
It does, you're right.
But also Johannesburg is in South Africa.
That's why I guess South Africa. Yeah, it is Addison. What's up, buddy? Okay, cool. So anything else you want to grade this thing?
The speaking of the ship though, the musical, that whole scene on the ship where there's like they're like annoying the people on the ship because with all their praying, and then there's like this big storm, and then they're praying, and then she like walks out into the storm to confront God, and like Lieutenant Dan. There's like a bunch of holes in the ship, and then because they're praying so much,
she says an angel told her.
Yeah, they correlate the blocking of the hole to their prayer doing it, so they just continue to allow them to pray out on the
they're
open.
Basically like, oh, you saved our lives through the storm.
The sequence of them out on top of the ship with the changing of like the weather and the seasons was really cool.
I like that.
Was really, really dope.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
But other than that, I'm excited to watch it again, honestly, at home, and I want to know what Deanna's thoughts on it, because she likes musicals. She likes, classic like wardrobe and stuff like that, and handmade things, but also like she's interested in like old like religious type stuff, or Quakers, that kind of stuff, because like the idea of Quakers is like they just want to be friends or whatever.
Yeah, sure. Can't we all just get along?
Yeah, can't we just like hang out,
Ronnie Kingstown.
Yeah, hang out, do some chants, sing and dance.
Sew bonnets.
Yeah, make brooms and chairs. But yeah, grade, I'd probably like probably like an A- right now. I feel like I'm liking it. I'm like thinking about it like it's one of those where it's like I watched it, I was impacted by it, and I'm kind of like letting it linger, and it's kind of thinking about it more. I'm like excited to watch it again.
Yeah.
So it could go up. But yeah, right now I think it's like an A-.
I'm going to give it an A, solid A. Probably when I first came out of the theater, I would probably be in an A-. But I agree with you. The more I think about it, I'm like, man, what a production. Just in the scope of production, the earworms, I'm still thinking about the music. Still thinking about the performances and the story. And yeah, I don't know. I think it was great. And the thing I really like about a good documentary is like, I don't give a fuck about competitive Donkey Kong video game challenges and guys playing Galaga and stuff. I don't care.
Yeah.
But watching The King of Kong, you're like, this makes me care about it.
I care about this guy.
I really care about this story. Yeah. And I'm like, wow, I had no idea this existed. Like, I knew about Shakers. And after having watched this, I'm like, that was really compelling and really interesting. And I'm glad that I've now learned something about it. Even if it's not 100% medically accurate, it's still something that I think is going to be a value added.
9 out of 10 Quakers don't recommend. Yeah. Or no, they do recommend.
And we know that it's not 100% historically accurate because we saw that picture of the real Anne Lee with her big ass forehead.
Yeah.
Right before we started recording this.
That big ass head. What's she thinking about up there?
I don't know.
Mega mind.
Not fucking. That's what she was thinking.
Mega mind head. I know. It's all her, like backed up in her brain.
We saw like an article when we were building the thumbnail for this that was like, what's right and what's wrong about the Testament of Anne Lee. And it was just a side-by-side picture of Amanda Seyfried and a drawing of this woman with a huge forehead, like Megamind.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh, okay.
So I'm glad they didn't go that route.
So anyways, great movie. High recommend. Seek it out if you can. When it comes like streaming and stuff like that, we'll put a note out to the class.
Yeah.
So it'll be a good 4K buy, I think.
For sure.
Next week, what do you want to do? Strange Harvest?
I guess. I don't know. I know nothing about that either.
I know either. I know nothing.
Is it new?
I know nothing. This year.
Oh, it's like 2026?
25. Sorry.
Okay.
Last year. My bad.
So it's old.
We'll put a pin in that. Maybe we'll watch that together. Maybe we could watch that separate as a streaming pick or whatever. But it is relatively new. So
yeah,
we'll figure it out. We've been flying by the seat of our pants since Tyler's been out. So
yeah.
What's another week of doing the same? Anything else?
No.
Okay, great. Thank you to our cool-ass yard duties over on Patreon. That's Javier, Heather, Michael, and Chris. And thank you to Addison and Joseph Bridges in the chat. Thanks for stopping by and saying hello. Appreciate that, guys. Until next time. Thank you for joining us today as we talk about the Testament of Ann Lee and learn about Shakers and why they don't fuck each other.
Yeah.
Follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/MCFC podcast, and send us an email, mcfcpodcast@gmail.com.
Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Middle Class Film Class, and on Twitter at Podcast MCFC.
Yeah, send us your Oscar locks. Who do you think is going to take it? Who do you think was snubbed? That sort of stuff. We love reading mail from the class, so mcfcpodcast@gmail.com. We'll talk to you guys soon. See you later.
See ya.